Bonjour! Dans cette vidéo, on va parler des verbes ER et aussi de la négation avec les verbes. Donc tout d'abord, le verbe ER. Par exemple, le verbe aimer. Ça veut dire to like. Comment est-ce qu'on va former le verbe? On va utiliser A-I-M. On va enlever ER. So what are we doing here? We're just reviewing our ER verbs and what we do to conjugate or change them to agree with their subjects. So with aimer, we're going to take off that ER and that leaves us with the AIM. Then if we look over here to our subjects, right, we have je, which just becomes J apostrophe B because we have that vowel with M. So we have j'aime. We had taken off the ER and we're adding the E. With tu, we have the ES. With il, we have our E, and elle, we also have our E, right? Il and elle are always going to be the same. Then we have nous aimons. Taking off the ER, we have ONS this time. And note, we do hear that liaison, that S that sounds like a Z. We're going to hear that again in vous aimez, right? With the ER taken off and the EZ ending. And then finally we have the they, right? So we have il and elle pluriel. So ils aiment, elles aiment, again the liaison. We've taken off the ER and our ending is ENT, which we do not hear pronounce, right? So that we have studied the ER verbs and how to form them. So once we form these, what if I don't want to say j'aime, I like? What if I want to say I don't like? We're just going to scroll down here. So with négation, we're going to use ne pas. And I call this a ne pas sandwich. Why? Because the ne and the pas is going to go around the verb. The verb is sandwiched in between the ne and the pas. So if we take aimer, once again, our same verb here, we have je n'aime pas. So that ne loses its E as well and becomes an apostrophe. And it just slides together. Je n'aime pas. And then, of course, our endings are going to be the same. We're going to conjugate and change that ending. With E, it's going to agree with the je. Okay, je n'aime pas. We have tu n'aimes pas, il n'aime pas, elle n'aime pas. Okay, nous n'aimons pas, vous n'aimez pas, il n'aime pas, elle n'aime pas. So this is negation with a verb that starts with a vowel. Now I just wanted to show you another example so you can see what it looks like without the vowel. So we take the verb parler, right? So if I wanted to say I speak, I would say je parle. But if I want to say I don't speak, je ne parle pas. Je ne parle pas. Now you will notice as you study French longer and as you listen to videos, the ne sometimes sounds like it disappears. And in spoken French that happens. But in written French, you will indeed see it. So, je ne parle pas. So, the parle still has the E that agrees with the je. So, always make sure you're conjugating or changing your verbs. And then we're just going to add the ne pas around our verb. Right? The middle part of our sandwich. So, je ne parle pas. Tu ne parles pas, il ne parle pas, elle ne parle pas, nous ne parlons pas, vous ne parlez pas, il ne parle pas, elle ne parle pas. Okay, so we're not hearing this ENT on the end. And just the last little note that I wanted to give you is with the c'est, because we have a section with c'est versus il est, elle est, and I will talk about that in another video. But if we want to negate c'est, okay, the C has an E that's missing, and that's why there's an apostrophe. So when we go to negate C, you're going to see that reappear. Now we have ce right here instead of just the C apostrophe. So we have ce, and then we have our sandwich, n'est pas. So we're keeping our verb. Our N, of course, has the apostrophe because the E is a vowel. Ce n'est pas. So that is, in a nutshell, our negation with the present tense verbs. And these, again, are just our ER verbs. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Au revoir.